All right, so in this box, I got a pair of Yeezy slides that I hit on from my raffle, which was super exciting and fun. But behind that, I have something else that is very Yeezy-esque. Got this from Urban Outfitters for, I think, $25. And these took probably like 2 months to actually ship to get to me. But I got these finally, threw them on feet, wanted to see how comfortable they were, compare them to the Yeezy slides. And I wanted to show you guys what Urban Outfitters is doing with this super knockoff product. I don't know quite how to feel about it. And the reason why I say that is because we're at that level of Yeezy sneakerdom. Like, he's made it to that level of mainstream where he's getting major companies to like knock off his products as well. Urban Outfitters is just one of the many knockoffs trying to steal some of the thunder from the Yeezy slides. But let's go ahead and get into the video, and hopefully you guys enjoy. What is going on, guys? Hess here. Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. And if you guys are new to my channel and you guys do like the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to shop my top sneaker deals that I post for you guys on a weekly basis, check the link in the description to Collective Kicks. Also follow me on social at Hess Kicks. Anyway, we have this guy right here. This is a really very significant knockoff coming from Urban Outfitters. Now, we've seen some knockoff slides obviously on Amazon and Walmart and stuff like that, but to see Urban Outfitters, and I've also seen some H&M slides that are like very Yeezy-esque, it's kind of crazy to see the influence that he's had on the market as a whole. Now, this is not a product that should cost necessarily $70, but the funny thing is, coming from the sneakerhead perspective, $70 for a pair of slides is like a steal if you're getting these because of the hype and the name and everything that comes behind it. And then people were paying up to $300, $400, $500 for the first colorways because it was such a large gap between the introduction of the Yeezy slide to like more mainstream pairs that are available. Now they're becoming more widely available, but they still don't have the output of the colorways that they should be to keep up with the demand. So other companies are feasting off of this. Like, this pair was only $25, but it took forever to ship. 2 months plus to have Urban Outfitters ship me these shoes. I was actually kind of bummed. I was like, why is this taking so long? This video is going to be so much later than what I anticipated. If you guys are interested in buying a pair of these, I will link them in the description just for you guys' own sake. But Yeezy slides, I think, definitely set the bar, changed the game up a little bit on the slide market. It's kind of like that perfect segue from like high-end designer, where you have the Gucci slides and stuff like that are like more expensive, and then you have the lower end stuff that is available out there. This is kind of like the more trendy thing that people have been gravitating towards. And to be honest, they're super comfortable on feet as well, so that's a huge plus as well. I have to say the sizing of these things definitely matters. So I went up to a size 10. Normally I'm a 9.5, but they only do 9 and 10s and so on. I actually did the same thing with Urban Outfitters. I went up a half a size. So I'm normally a 9. I went up to a 10. Part of the reason why is because I'm one of those guys that likes to wear socks with my slides. It's just what it is. And so because of that, I like the extra room in the slides. So size 10 on both of them for myself instead of 9. If you made the mistake and went too small, it's like a little bit hard to get on. And can we just talk for 1 second about this crazy mystery of the Yeezy slides, how people are getting these things stuck on their ankles? Maybe it's from the water, because it seems like most of the time people are around the water and they must just slip and fall right into them. And then they're just wedged in, and they have their homies or their wives or girlfriends try to get them out, and they can't get them out of these things. It's been a viral sensation a couple times in a row, and it's the most ridiculous thing. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, yikes. Hopefully that doesn't happen on either pair of these. So you can basically just do the squish test to see which is softer and squishier on feet. And honestly, they're both pretty crazy soft and squishy. Like the top foam here, I'd say that the Urban Outfitters one is actually a little bit softer than on this one. And then the bottom foam, I would say the Yeezy slides are actually a lot thicker. So you actually sit up a bit higher in these than the Urban Outfitters pair. But it's pretty equal, like in the squish category. So if I bring out the durometer, it looks like about a 33-ish, 31, 33. I'd say it's about between like the 30 and 33 range on both of them. So they're pretty soft. Like, they're definitely really quite forgiving when you're squishing down on them. And I think that that's kind of one of the wow factors of the Yeezy slides in general, is the fact that you put them on and there's like actually quite a bit of squishy feel going on. Now, part of the reason why is maybe because of the way they did the outsole traction, and the tread is kind of crazy and it adds a little bit of height, but a little bit of squish feel to that as well, because it's made from a very soft material also. So part of that is probably just the engineering of the shoe, making it a little bit more squishy feeling underfoot. You do sit higher than on the UO versions, but these actually, I have to say, they feel pretty good. Like, honestly, they're pretty squishy, and for 25 bucks, like, if somebody wants these, like, this is like one of those opportunities where you could get one of these, and you're kind of risking it because somebody might look at those and go, oh, are those Yeezy slides? And you're like, nah, I got them at Urban. it's kind of like it could be an embarrassing moment for some people. Honestly, it should never be an embarrassing moment because it is what it is. You guys should know your self-worth, and it shouldn't be evaluated based on a simple, stupid thing like what you're wearing on your feet. It's just one of those things that I like to reinforce out there. You're more important than the sneakers that are on your feet. So it doesn't matter if you're wearing $100 or $1,000, $2,000 slides or a $25 slide. You're the same cool person. So hopefully you guys actually understand that out there. But anyways, I did wear these, and my brother-in-law came over. He's not really into sneakers that much, but he saw me wearing these and he asked me like, "Oh, are those the Yeezy ones?" I was like, "Nah." It's actually funny. These are like the knockoff ones that from UO, and I was really surprised that they actually made something like this. But so I do think that there's going to be a target market that's going to be buying these things. It might not be the people that are like super fixated on sneakers like most of the people watching these videos, but it is something that is available out there for people to buy, and it's not a terrible comfort option. The part that I want to pivot to now in this video, though, is like my overall thought between a major company literally taking a product and just biting it so severely. Like the top-down view of this shoe, it looks one-to-one to like a Yeezy. Just the molding across the toe, the molding across the back, how it curves down. Everything about that looks very, very similar. The only difference is there's a little bit of a mound right here on the 3-stripe logo, and this one is a little bit more flush. The side view also looks very, very similar. The obvious difference is there's a little bit of an indent on the Yeezy slides to give it a little bit more curvature and stuff, and obviously the outsole traction. So that's the main differentiator between the two. This one looks kind of like an Air Max 720. Honestly, the outsole just reminds me of that for some reason. This looks like the Yeezy slide that we kind of know with just the ridiculous treads on the bottom, which is something that everybody hated at first, and then now everybody is like on it, which just shows you how far ahead of the game that Kanye was with what he was releasing here. Now, there's a couple different strategies I wanted to talk about. Kanye definitely had some interviews out there where he was like, he wants Yeezys for all. He doesn't want them to be limited edition, like resell for a bunch of money and all this other stuff. He wants them to be just available for people to buy. Obviously, his pockets get bigger if that happens, but it makes his product available to the masses. Now, I like the idea of that, and the fact that Adidas actually released these to the masses and made millions of pairs of Yeezy slides, released them in all of the major outlets that you see, Foot Locker and Champs and everything, and they had them constantly stocked 100% of the time. The allure, the luster, the wow factor of the Yeezy slide would go downhill tremendously if it was readily available. And that's one of those things that's just hype. It's hype culture in general. You guys probably understand this, but you guys have been on both sides of the fence, same as myself, where it's like, yeah, I really want something, but if everybody gets it, then nobody wants it sort of mentality. And I know that that is what would happen with these. So you think that $70 is a value price point to buy these right now, and if they had them readily available at all times, and they were included in like the 25% discounts that happen from time to time, and you can get these for $50, $70 is kind of sounding a little bit steep. $25 is definitely like a more reasonable price point for something like this type of a product. To be honest, it's just foam. But the delivery of what Kanye has actually created is just really impactful on the overall fashion industry, and having knockoff versions show up at H&M and Urban Outfitters and stuff like that is a testament to what he's been creating. Now, I'm curious if they're actually going to get sued for something like this, because if I was Adidas, I'd be like, hey, you know that thing? Let's go ahead and get that out of here. It's definitely saturating the market with something that's confusing to the consumers out there, but that's just my personal opinion. Honestly, where I see this going, I feel like they do need to make at least one colorway available for the masses. If they try to make one colorway available to the masses, maybe it can still have some of that luster of like the resale and stuff and the desirability when they release new colorways. But honestly, it's always a slippery slope, and it always will be of supply and demand. If they supply more, the demand goes down. If they supply less, the demand goes up. And because they don't have enough for most of the people that want them, there is an opportunity cost there at Adidas end where Urban Outfitters can come out and create something, and people will buy them and people will wear them, and some people will be confused and some people will make fun of. Honestly, I think it's an interesting case study though of the overall impact of the Yeezy slide and what it's been doing to everybody, because everybody needs slides. Like, it's just one of those things. In fact, if you guys miss it, I did do a top 10 slide video. I'll link it in the description. It's a really good video. I think it took me a lot of work, bought a lot of slides for that video, and it seems to be doing well now. It's like trending pretty good. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Yeezy slides versus the Yeezy slides? I think it's kind of like ballsy to create something that's so incredibly close to the other thing. Obviously, they didn't do the spikes on the bottom. Otherwise, I'm sure that would have been the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever. But it is what it is. I think that they did kind of bite a little bit too close, especially with the color blocking and everything. I don't know. Risky moves, guys, but curious to see what you guys think. And I bought a pair just to show you guys, and they are comfortable though. Like, it's actually really crazy how comfortable they are on feet. This could be an easy replacement for the Adilet slides for that $25 price point. If you guys wanted these and couldn't get these and the Adilet slides are an option, you could get these as an alternative. But personally, I just rather get the Adilet slides. It is the staple across the board for 20 bucks, usually $15, $20. I always post the Adilet slides on sale also. But there's other slides on the market that don't like jeopardize their integrity by biting another style out there. They have their own original take on something, and some of those slides I like a little bit better than these. Any which way, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching the video. Again, if you guys like the video, drop a like. It means a lot when you guys do that. It's a real simple little button push to do, and nobody will know you did it except for me, and I always appreciate it. But have a good rest of the day. Hopefully see you back on the channel very soon. All right, peace guys.